What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Bulldog Gaming here, coming to you with a video late night. This will go up Friday. It's Thursday night while I'm recording this. I was actually supposed to be in bed about an hour and a half ago. Got bored. Just couldn't sleep. It's just been one of those days. I'm in Oklahoma. I left this morning from Oklahoma City. We had 7.5 inches where I was at there in Oklahoma City in the metro. So dropped that trailer that I was attached to. Went to at the yard, picked up another trailer, took it to Fort Worth, dropped it, picked up another trailer that I'm attached to now, and I'm back up here in Oklahoma City. Not Oklahoma City. I'm in Muskogee, Oklahoma. I got to deliver about 6 miles away. So kind of back to parking. I had touched parking etiquette, touched base on parking etiquette here a while back, and I want to kind of touch base on parking again. And it actually happened to me tonight. I needed to find parking so I was close enough to my receiver so I can drop and have enough clock to drive to my next pickup before heading home. So rule of thumb is I rolled into this parking spot, and I actually checked out the signs when I pulled in, but I didn't really check out the signs until I went over to the convenience store that is attached to this parking lot. I had to pay for parking tonight. Wasn't bad. Wasn't stupid, but it wasn't bad. So don't mind me. I'm looking for which soda I have open. One of my sodas is open. It's going to be the one that I'm holding on to. But I went over to the convenience store and checked, which is a good rule of thumb. Always check, make sure you're okay to park wherever you're parking. So went over there. I bought me something to eat, got me something to drink, obviously, and so I asked the clerk. I asked her about the parking where I'm at, and she said that it was either buy fuel or pay a certain amount. Now, a lot of times, parking is anywhere from $10 to $20, depending on where you're at and who you're paying the parking to. I paid for the parking, and then I put my parking permit in my window. I can't turn the camera around like I can when I'm on Twitch and recording live streaming over there. But paid for the parking, put my parking permit in the window, and you always want to make sure that you have a parking permit or you have a receipt for the parking. That way, if anybody comes and harasses you in the middle of the night, knock on the door, hey man, you can't park here. Well, I paid for the parking. Here you go. Here's my proof. Always do that. Always do that. Make sure you have permission to park where you're parking. That way, you don't have to worry about law enforcement. You don't have to worry about getting towed, having your company get mad at you for parking where you're not supposed to park. So I paid for my parking. I'm like I said, I'm 6 miles away from my receiver for in the morning. I've got a good window of opportunity to go over there, get offloaded, and all that. So as soon as I go over there, get offloaded, then I'm on my way towards the house. Which brings up another subject that I was actually going to do a channel update for, but I decided I would touch on this too. Kill two birds with one stone, the Friday video, because normally I record a video on Friday. No, I'm just rambling. But I'm also throwing in a channel update. I was going back through a lot of my videos here on YouTube, seeing what you guys are liking, what you guys are into. I know a lot of people are into my American Truck Simulator. You're also into my tutorials on how to do texturing. It's just random thoughts come to my head and I do a texture. So I'm going to do another tutorial walkthrough. We've got some new trailers that came in, released to SCS. So I'm going to do a walkthrough here on the channel, recorded. It'll be a special Thursday video. When, I don't know, I'll announce it on my next road blog when that is going to be coming out. But I'm going to drop the links on where you can get the resources that you need to where you can do the new trailers, where to get them, how to do it properly, how to get it set up, and you can get it in the game. This is going to be the twist, because I'm actually going to be making a paint texture for a fellow YouTuber. And I talk about him all the time. Drum roll, please. Risky Clay. Really cool dude. If you don't follow him yet, when I release the video, a link to his YouTube will be in the description. Big shout out to him. He's a real cool dude. I've talked to him several times off camera. I've talked to him through Discord, through his YouTube channel, and also personal messages through other means. So he's a really cool dude, really laid back like I am. And he's got an awesome channel, and he's got some really awesome content. I thought I just seen a damn spider go down my damn curtain here. Okay. There's a spider on the loose in my truck. But I'm going to link his YouTube channel in the tutorial video, because that's whose trailers I'm going to be working on. What trailers I'm going to be working on will be the surprise. Because we've gotten a lot that have been released that have the templates. And I will link where to go get the templates. I actually have a mega file that I got to dig through that was released here a while back. I got to dig through it. And it's a lot of content, a very lot of content in this mega file. But if you're looking specifically for a specific trailer, I'll have a link. It'll be to a Discord where I get a lot of my resources from. There might be another location where you can find the templates, but this is where I get my resources from. And then I'm going to do a step-by-step on how to lay down the textures. And the textures is however you want to do your textures. I'm doing special textures for Risky. And I've been wanting to do this for quite a while, just haven't had the time because I've been so busy with my job, my real life job out here on the road. So it's just been catch-22, getting out and get home, and I want to relax, but I also want to take time with home and do stuff with my family. So I'm trying to get it to where I allot my time to be able to do stuff for the channel, for both channels, the Twitch channel, this channel, and also for the Facebook channel that I live stream to, which is Bulldog Gaming Live. You can look me up on Facebook. I've got a couple of live streams that are already up, that are already posted up on there. That's all you got to do is just look on Facebook, look for Facebook Live. That's where I record to, multi-stream to, is to Twitch and to Facebook. Trying to figure out how I can live stream for all three, because I'm not monetized on anything. I'm not partner. I'm not any of that. So I want to bring everybody that follows me on all aspects where to find and how to do it. So I'm working on getting multi-streaming to where I can multi-stream and be able to interact with all three chats. Uh, so, but that's the channel update part. But I want you to take a look here. Move my arm out of the way. You see that piece of paper that's in my window? That is my parking permit. It's parked right here in this spot, right where I'm parked. JB Hunt's across the way. He doesn't have his headlights turned off. Typical JB Hunt driver. Part of what I was talking about, parking etiquette in the last parking etiquette video. Which I don't think I think that's the no-named video. But that's just all part of parking etiquette. You know, turn your headlights off. If you're going to back into a spot, or even if he nose into a spot, turn on your hazards, let other people know. But for the biggest part, make sure you have permission to park where you're parked, especially if you're in a parking lot and it has signs, especially if it's owned by a tow company. And that's where I'm parked. I'm parked in something that is owned by a tow company. So I have to make sure that I'm legit 100% to park here. And I do that everywhere I go, whether it be a shipper, receiver, parking lot like this, even a convenience store. You know, I don't stop at major truck stops all the time. I find little mom and pops, little off the wall little truck stops here and there, and make sure that I have permission to park there. If you don't have permission to park there, if you just park your truck, park your RV, park your car, close up shop, go, crash out, and you wake up to a cop knocking on your door, a tow company knocking on your door, or somebody that the owner of the parking lot knocking on your door and saying, "Hey, man, do you have permission? Who did you talk to get permission to park here?" You didn't talk to anybody. They have legal rights to tow you or kick you off the property. Or, they can be lenient and say, "Hey, man, I understand, da-da-da-da. You can go ahead and park here. Just don't do it again." If they do, if they're lenient about it and they say, "Hey, it costs X amount of dollars, pay it. Just pay it. Pay it for the parking. Don't just get in a huff and go, well, no, don't do that. Be compliant with them. Let them know, hey, I didn't know, or, yeah, I read the signs, but, I'm out of hours, is there any way that we can compensate, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it takes. Get on their good side. Make sure you're on their good side. If they kick you off the property and you're in a commercial motor vehicle and you're out of hours, and they don't have the cops there, call the cops. Okay? And just let whoever it is know, hey, I've got to let law enforcement know. I gotta let a chain of command know this is what's up. Call the police. Tell them that you would prefer to have a Highway Patrol DOT officer show up to your location. This is only if you're getting kicked off the property. Okay. Now you gotta wait for the officer to show up. Officer shows up. Show him your. I have mine covered up because I don't like the glow of it. Show him your logbook. You're out of hours. You made a mistake by parking there in the beginning, but whatever. Show him you're out of hours and say, I've got to move somewhere. Where can I move to? The cop is then going to look over at the person that you're talking to originally and say, hey, man, let's do something, help this driver out. Or he'll say, okay, follow me. So you notify your night dispatch safety via Qualcomm or via phone call and say, hey, I'm being kicked off. I have law enforcement here. I have to drive. They're going to take you somewhere where you can park and legally they can't drive. When you show them you're out of hours and you have to drive, they can't do anything about it. All they can do is just escort you. So, probably going to get pinged for that. It's usually what I get pinged for, is the little noises that go on in the background. Oh, you can't do that. Da, 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 da. Thank you, YouTube. But, yeah, make sure you've got permission. If you don't have permission, move on. If you got the time to move on, move on. If you're too close, just go to your shipper, receiver, whatever you're doing. Find a rest area, depending on the situation, find somewhere to park. Don't drive tired. Be compliant. If you do park there, be compliant. If they do come and knock on your door, let them know, hey man, I made a mistake, can we work this out? Is there any way we can, that a lot of times, if you're a commercial truck driver, and you tell them, hey, I got to purchase X amount of gallons to park where I park, where I get kicked off, they'll be like, all right, work out a deal, see if you can go over and do the fuel first thing in the morning after your 10-hour break, go over and get fuel, they'll open your fuel card, go get fuel. Of course, right now, there's a big outage, so the only fuel company that is fuel card that's working right now is Comdata. So, and make sure that the fuel station sells commercial diesel and you can use your whatever corporate card you have. If anything, pull over out of the way at your shipper and receiver. A lot of them will be like, hey man, you can't park there. Hey, this is my situation. Da, da, da. Okay, well, we'll guide you where you can park. They have to let you park at a shipper and receiver. They have to. If you're out of hours, they cannot kick you off. Contrary to what anybody tells you, you can get law enforcement involved, get the Highway Patrol, DOT involved. They have to allow you to park if it's at a shipper and receiver. If it's a place like where I'm at, they'll take you somewhere to where you can park. I had 3 choices where I could park. I could park where I parked, and I made the choice where I parked for a reason. I know somebody that's working in the vicinity, and I want to talk to them eyeball to eyeball. So, haven't seen them in a couple of years, and I actually want to talk to them eyeball to eyeball at the end of their shift where they work. So, I parked here, so I know I can walk over there. They can drive over here, and we can talk. But like I said, I'm on my way home. This delivery, and then another pickup, and then home, and then live stream on Sunday on my Twitch channel. Will be from noon to 3, not noon to 2. It'll be noon to 3. And the reason why I'm doing it noon to 3 this time instead of noon to 2 is give you guys a little bit more content. The first Trucking Tuesday video to come out since I suspended it may or may not come out on this Tuesday. I'll let y'all know on Monday's vlog. And that's what I have, how I have things time allotted over this weekend. Because other things are coming up in personal life. I'm not going to get into it. But I'm going to a lot for the channel, a lot for Twitch, and get things squared away and set up. I'm also working on other stuff for VTC other than my own, and they're being very patient with me. I do greatly appreciate them being very patient with me on getting their truck textures done, and it's getting smoky in here. Crack the window a little bit more. I appreciate that they're being very, very patient with me on getting their textures done, and I'm doing all the SCS in-game trucks for them. The Volvos, the newly released Lone Star, all the Pete's, all the Kenworths, for their VTC. If they have anybody that YouTubes for their VTC, I'll find that out and I will link them to where you can actually check out what they have that I've done for them. My brain just went bloop. So, I want to welcome all new subscribers. If you're new to the channel, this is the first video you've seen, and you like what you see, you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, throw me a like, throw me a howdy in the comments, and I usually respond during the week that the video comes out. I've actually found that I have missed some notifications on some past videos that have been commented on, and I'm trying to make that up as quickly as possible, trying to share content with them and information that they've asked for. Best way to get a hold of me, if you ever want to get a hold of me, is come over to my Discords. They're linked in all my other videos that are not my mobile uploads, but all my other videos that are uploaded, all my gaming videos and tutorial videos. There is a link to where you can get a hold of me through Discord, 2 different Discords, my email address. Some future things that are going to come up. I'm going to have a working vlog from the yard. I'm going to show you where my yard is and a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to do something there, but a video from my yard next week. I am getting this truck worked on. I don't know if I'm going to the body shop yet, which I still haven't shared that video from the damage. I need to. I need to take that video and get it posted up, so you can actually see what kind of damage I have received. Sorry, I needed another drink. So I need to get that video posted up for you guys. I'm working on a new video intro for the Trucker Tuesday videos. That's part of what I want to work on this weekend. So happy Friday to y'all. Hope your week went well. Hopefully you weren't too bogged down with this week's weather the way it's been. Hope you were safe, warm, dry. Didn't have to get out into any of it, but if you did, hopefully you were safe and dry. If you had to get out and you got wet, hopefully you were able to get to a dry location. So with that, I will close with we'll catch you on the flip, and stay tuned. There's new stuff coming.